Alright everyone, my name is Mowmaster and welcome back to All the Mod 6 Skyblock. Today, I did a little bit of the reorganizing of the storage, aka I moved it all to one side. So now I don't have to run around in 5 different places for storage. It's all right here now. But yeah, today I want to make a solution to that. So whenever our smelter smelts something, because it's smelting 4 items at once, it is making experience. And then I stand here and wait for it to drop on my face, which is not ideal. But there's a solution to that. And along with that, I noticed something. Our autosieve actually gets filled up, and apparently when this thing fills up, if there's a slot empty, but it has 4 items to make, it'll just poop them off the top. And it's really not ideal. And I guess when it's full of power, it runs the fastest or something. I don't know. But basically, I'm running into this issue where I can't pull them out fast enough. And sure, I could put another extractor on there and it could pull it out faster. But I'd rather just enchant it up instead of having to make another one. So I think that is going to have to be our plan for today, is we're going to have to do some enchanting. Having said that, though, how do we get started in Pedestals enchanting? Step 1, we need diamonds and glowstone and enchanted books. And I have 2 diamonds here. That's a good start. I have a few more here. That's even a better start. All right. So there we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 we'll need. We have our 2 bottles of honey already. Glowstone and enchanted books. Enchanted books is honestly going to be the hard part. And even though it's the hard part, it's really not that hard. Or glowstone's going to be the hard part, one or the other. There we go. Uh-oh, glowstone's going to be the hard part. I don't actually have enough... Oof, ouch. Okay. Glowstone mainly comes from sieving dust. Oh, there's 2 more. That's a good start. Alright. I guess we'll work on the enchanted books while we're waiting on the glowstone to craft. So, we need leather, which I don't have food to run. Oh yeah, I also made a fenced-in grass area. I was thinking it'd be nice to have some feathers at some point from chickens or something, so... if they ever spawn, we'll have them, but otherwise, oh well, no big deal. Oh, potato. That's nice. That's actually really good for making some automated pedestal stuff. There's a lot of things that make automated pedestal stuff, actually. Alright. Is it just 3 for that? It is. Sweet. And then we can do that. Do that. I should have enough paper to make all sorts of books. And I think we just need whatever basic books are for this whole thing, so not too worried. In fact, I just need 2, so this is perfect. For all the books I need. Impaling, efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. Alright. So we got the books, we just need our glowstone. And, you know, let's check on the bees while we're at it, too. No, I must be out of bottles. It's making honeycomb again. I'll eat some honey while we're at it. Alright. Right, glowstone. We're getting there. Not quite there yet, though. Alright. We will start off with at least one of these. No, wrong one. There we go. There's one. Okay, so this first one here, what we're going to make with it is, if I have the iron, which I don't... Oh no. Can I have the iron now, please? Oh, there's some iron. I thought that was iron. That was silver? Oh, yeah. Oh, the crusher is out of fuel. Oh, okay. And this is why I want a fan. I want a fan that I can blow myself up there. Without a fan, I don't have a way to do that. So, kind of troublesome. Let's do that, and that, and that. Oh, are these both out of fuel now? Ooh. Wow, we've done a lot of processing then. There we go. 256 each. I need an iron block is what I need here, and a redstone block. So, there we go. Alright, so we got the iron block. The redstone block should be easy enough. We had a dust again, is that why this is not giving us any more glowstone? That would do it. Oh, there's enough for 2. All right, we're getting there. We're getting really close. Redstone block. All right, and some gold, as always. That, and that. Alright, there we go. Our XP magnet upgrade. So that is number 1, the one of the things you'll definitely want. The next one is... I'll need another bottle of enchanting. So we definitely need the XP magnet. The XP magnet will hold a bunch of our levels for us. And then I need a barrel of some sort, or a chest. Let's throw that right here. For now. Throw those in there. Throw that there. Do that. You'll notice our XP is slowly being drained. If we want to speed that up, we can just enchant it with something that's not area. Area does us no good. And I must now find my grindstone because I don't want area. Oop, there it is. Grindstone. Sure. What we're looking at is speed or capacity is ideal. There we go. I guess we'll take what we can get. So capacity should allow it to suck up more experience at once. Yeah, kind of, sort of. It's pretty hard to tell at low levels, but later on it should ramp up quite a bit. So. There you go. Our levels are now stored. I no longer have to worry about dying or something. Actually, what we should do here is I might move this over there because that's actually producing experience for us. Or, you know what I could do? I could just do this. And we could just maybe do that and that. That way it would automatically grab the experience. If it makes more experience. Hello? There we go. See, the orb instantly disappeared. It's now in there. So now we have an automatic way to grab experience. We just need an automatic way to make more bottles. And we're getting really, really close to being able to do that again. I'm out of power. Of course I'm out of power. The never-ending cycle of I need more stuff. What is our trees production at right now? Yeah, I can afford some more tree stuff. 4, 8. Actually, let's do that. Nah, screw it. Okay, that should give us some more fuel. Ah, there we go. We have just enough to make our next bottle. The reason you need 2 bottles is actually quite simple. Of course. Alright, that should make an XP bottler upgrade, which, if I throw that in here, it won't do anything yet. But if I do this, and then I go up here and steal this back, what we can do, make more bottles. Cool. Alright, so now we have bottles of experience, and we can make as many as we want now. And this guy, I should probably put him back so he can keep doing what he does best. Sucking up more stuff. And we'll make another magnet, I think, put down here, just so we have a way for us to put our experience levels in it. Oh, and our mob farm has experience as well. So we should probably do it there too. Okay, yeah. So we need at least a couple more of these, just for our current setup. Okay. Alright, I only have a 1 pedestal though. Slightly problematic. Never fair. Oh wow, there's 32 levels stored in here. That's quite nice. All right. So we got one of those. So that's going to suck up an experience that our mob farm gets. Let's make the backwards linking tool real quick. And we can then grab that. And what we can do is... we have experience relays we can make. And this would help us transfer experience from over there all the way over here. And we have the bottles, right? So we could do it, I suppose. Maybe? Do I have any more glass? Not really. I need more stone for my pedestals. Oh, just everything. I'm just out of everything right now. What is up with this? Oh no, get out of there. I want my glass. Alright. Now maybe we'll skip the whole, You know what? We are going to stick a pedestal over here at least. We'll stick one over here that it will connect to. That way if we have a tank or something, we can just throw an upgrade in it for now. But we'll live with what we got. So I'll put one here so we can transfer our levels into it. Slowly. Maybe a bit faster now. Come on, give me some speed with this. I want to say this does 5 levels worth of experience at a time, which is doesn't seem like a whole lot because it's not doing 5 levels at a time like from your player, but in experience it's doing 5 levels worth. Slight difference. Okay, so yes. Trying to think here. Server must be laggy. Alright, we got 30 levels. That's the most we can store in there. Where is it? Is it? Yeah, I think that's right. Because the tanks, or the server's like, I don't know what's happening. Well, the server's apparently lagging because this is not breaking. Server, hello? Uh-oh. Did I break something, or did something break? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Server, hello? Alright. Well, anyway, we got our balls of experience, so we can put that away. There's a whole bunch of XP upgrades we can make now. The main one I'm looking at is the tank, the Enchanter, and the Anvil, and maybe the Grindstone. Those are the only ones. Oh, I wonder if the oh, they did keep this one in. Nice. This for mob loot is really nice. I might have to add that to my list. Let's add those to our list as well. The relay, tank. The blocked relay keeps items from being transferred. I'm not going to worry about this too much, just because we're not really sucking up items. But for some setups, it is handy. I don't really need this one because I'm not using industrial foregoing, because that can convert IF essence into experience basically. But I think that's all we need for the upgrades that we'll be using. I think. And the server hates us, but that's okay. Alright, so the next step on my list is I wonder how you make slime ball. Or slime in general. It says witch water and a mushroom. Uh-oh, server bye-bye. Alrighty, we are back. The server, I don't know why it died. It just kind of did, and yeah, so what were we doing again? Right, enchanting stuff. Okay, so we have enchantment stuff going on. How do we want to proceed with enchanting? Do we want to make a specific room for enchanting, maybe? Well, we could do that. Like, do it right here, maybe. Sure, why not? Alright, let's do that. So, let me plan out the room here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks from the center. So, what if I do 3 blocks here for like a something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if this is my center of the walkway, that is my opening. Something like that. Okay, if that's the case, then do I have any more stone? No, of course not. Can I get that smelting instead of anything else, please? Thank you. Much appreciated. Alright. Alright. So, the centerpiece of our room is going to be the Enchanter. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there. That's fine, I'm sure. I'll need a barrel underneath. And then, I don't know. I'll actually need 2 barrels here. I'll need some more pedestals as well. So let's grab some pedestal making stuff. I'll need 2 sets of that. Never enough stone. I'll technically need 1 or 2 more pedestals. Okay, that might work. Alright, so barrel there. That's for our enchanter itself. And I could just hook up our current enchanter to that now that I have everything. What's the chance that I'm going to lose this when I break it? Oh, very good that I won't lose it. Nice. Okay, that's good. Good. Put that back. So the enchanter is actually pretty easy to do. Because it's just a bottle of experience with an enchanter and an upgrade. Easy peasy. And this guy will always enchant at the maximum level it has available to it, which right now is level 0. So, as long as I have more than 0 experience in here, it will try to enchant. And we know when it's ready to enchant by... take that out first. Just for a brief moment, we will do one of these things. Like a temporary setup, if you will. That white particle says, I can enchant. So we know that it can enchant at base level with that white particle. And if we right click on it, we'll see we have 30 levels in here. And nothing else going up, because if we have capacity on there, then we can enchant at higher levels, but I don't really need capacity on there right now. It does not take lapis, so it's lapis free, unlike the apotheosis one, so better enchanter. Well, sort of. And then bookshelves. I have paper. I have extra paper on me. Okay, yeah. I'm smart. Okay. I have enough paper to make 2 books. Oh, 2 bookshelves, rather. Which isn't much, but it's better than nothing, because with pedestals, if we're only enchanting up to 30, what we can do is we can come back here, and I can stack these 3 high. And the pedestal will go, and pull enchanting power from them. So each bookshelf gives you about 2 enchanting power. So we can now enchant at level 4. Again, level 4 is not much, but better than nothing. And if we throw a book in here, what do you know? We have... Oh, wow. We got lucky with pedestal capacity right there. Nice. All right. But yeah, so that is some just real basic how the auto enchanter works. So you throw items in there, it auto enchants it, and if it has the white particle, it can go. It will always enchant at maximum, so it's always going to enchant at level 4, because we only have 2 shelves. But we can stack a shelf right there and it would work, so that'd give us 6. And if we have a whole 15 of them here, that'd be level 30. So that's what makes this one nice, is you can make a wall of bookshelves with it, and then just have that one wall for level 30 enchants. It's quite handy. But Botania pylons will still work. Apotheosis shelves will not. Basically because those shelves are fake shelves. Apotheosis does weird shit with their mods, so their bookshelves are not true bookshelves. They're like false, blasphemous bookshelves. Right, so having done all that nonsense, let's make ourselves an anvil. This is the next upgrade in Pedestals that is very, very overpowered. Not the most overpowered, but very overpowered nonetheless. And what's the best way to describe how powerful it is? I don't know. It can repair tools with experience, so that's pretty powerful, I think, just initially. But you can do some kind of crazy combination things with it as well. Alright, so if I'm going to go 3 high, I'm probably going to want that to be a little higher than just that, I would think. Let's do that maybe. And then put my barrel there. Alright, where were we? Right, okay. So next up, I was going to set up the anvil. That's what I was going to do here. I'm trying to set up the anvil in a way that won't make the pedestal setup weird. And there's not a whole lot of good ways to do that. I don't really want to make a separate room. I'm so used to just using one room for the pedestal. Will we be content with just that? Maybe? I don't know. I really need to make the anvil work on a wall. Instead of like a floor or ceiling only. It does technically work on the wall, but not really. Kind of sort of works on a wall. I guess the anvil for our purposes will work on a wall for now. Yeah, sure, why not? Screw it. Okay. Do I need to go up 4 just because everything else is? Why not? Alright, so there's our little door. And put the barrel there, the pedestal for the anvil there. This is an oddball setup. This is not a kosher setup, so to speak, but it will work. It will work for what we're doing here. It doesn't. The pedestal anvil only works like this on a wall. Technically, it doesn't work, but. Actually, we could kind of fudge it to make it work this way. So how I mean is, if I do this, that, I need to come out 2 more. Yeah, 2 more. And if I do that, technically that's a valid formation of 3 of them. This guy, it needs 4 pedestals in the cardinal directions around it. Now, if you place it on a wall, you can place pedestals on walls like that. But it doesn't check here and there. It checks here and there because cardinal directions. So yeah, this is why this setup's not completely kosher as far as the setup goes. But hey, it will work. It will work for what we're doing. So, I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'll just yoink the rest of this off. And we'll, technically I would have needed this one, but this one would have to go like over here. And I'm not going to bother with it, honestly. 3 pedestals will be enough for, I think, what we're going to do for the most part, until maybe we start automating it. So I'm not going to worry about... I'm just not going to worry about it. That's how we're going to deal with this. So, that's going to bother me more than it bothers you guys, I think. And I'll fix that up as well later. But yeah, that's the Anvil setup with 3 pedestals. And how this guy works is pretty similar to nothing that you've used before. Yes, this is a very oddball pedestal. Is there a good way to explain how the Anvil works? No, not really. The Anvil is just a really weird pedestal setup. Basically, you put your input items that you want to have the, like, if I want capacity on a upgrade. Let's actually apply this to something meaningful. Like something that I want a lot more capacity on. The furnace would be nice to have capacity on. We already have 1 level of capacity on it. But it would be nice to get a 2nd level. Because that would, I believe, do 8 items per smelt. So that would be kind of nice. So how the Anvil works is... do I have enough experience? Ooh, probably not. Hopefully our other magnet has more experience in it. If I can get to it. 23. Okay, that might have enough levels now. I mean, it's been doing a lot of smelting, so it could have enough levels. We'll throw that in there. That will fill this guy up with experience. And, alright, so our capacity book will go in one of the surrounding pedestals because we're applying it to our item. And we'll put our item in here. And given enough experience, there's a magical formula that goes on behind the scenes. There is no way to figure out what it is. But effectively, most pedestal enchantments are not terribly hard to put on upgrades. It's when you start doing things like Fortune 5 and Thorns 3 and shit, where it starts eating levels like candy. But there you go, pedestal capacity 2 now. Just combined it. And it gave us 8 items smelting per operation. So, yeah. Now, this will consume a coal every time it does an operation. But we will get 8 items out of it. And if it can't smelt 8 items at a time, it will... it won't smelt items at a time. It will smelt however many it needs to smelt. And it will only use that much fuel. So it's still very fuel efficient. It just... yeah, just a lot more smelting. So that will be kind of helpful. I do need some... I need help, I think. I need more fuel. I'm running out of fuel. And I'm really going to run out of fuel now because that thing's going to burn through everything I feed it now. Did I not feed enough wood? Yeah, I did. Okay. Now this guy could use capacity 2 as well, just because it can only output. It can receive as many items. It can basically the output of that is now double of what this can handle. So eventually, it's going to run into the issue of it can't handle it. So we will have to worry about that in the future. But until then, no worries. We'll just collect the experience that way and do it there. All right, but yeah, that is the XP Enchanter and the XP Anvil. You can power these off with redstone signals. So if I want this to not combine until I'm completely ready inserting things, I can just power it off. Particles go away. Same thing for this guy. If I want to power it off, it will not enchant things from here until it's powered back on, or whatever. But yeah, so that is the Anvil and the Enchanter. This guy works a lot like the vanilla Grindstone, where you just put items in the chest below it, and it will grind off any enchantments that you have. But there is a caveat. It does special things as well, where it will grind off curse enchants. The vanilla grindstone will not grind off curse enchants, and I can demonstrate this with one of our quest rewards that I may or may not still have. There we go. So this one has Curse of Vanishing on it. If I had another grindstone, I could show you. But Curse of Vanishing on a normal vanilla grindstone won't get ground off. With Pedestal one, it will. So that is the one small advantage to using the Pedestal Anvil. Grindstone, excuse me. That is the one small advantage of using it, is it will grind off curse enchants. Whereas normally, you just kind of lose that item and not be able to actually use it. So, yeah. But yeah, that is that. I might grind off these items real quick. If I can find myself a barrel. But this will also make experience as well. So I can put it there. I can put those items in it. I could put a pedestal on it, like so. And it will grind off the enchantments. And then I can now smelt these down. Or, better yet, make the recycler here. I'm going to get rid of those. The recycler is a grindstone and a wood pickaxe. Oh, I'm so glad I made that an easy recipe. A grindstone is a stone slab with plank. What is it? I don't remember. Stick. That's how you make a stick, right? There we go. Sticks and stones may make my things, but something. Alright, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Recycler upgrade. I need another pedestal because we are stone broke. And I have another barrel. So then what I could do here, kind of, sort of, is I could then throw that there, and that there. And boom, now we're getting nuggets. The recycler is not amazing early on. Why is this not working now? Hello? Weird. I don't know why it's not working now. Weird. I wonder why it's not working. Oh, probably just something I need to fix. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by, hanging out. We will see y'all in the next one. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.